relate with what is around us. Take some example which could be, maybe if I am doing the same thing. Correct. And then maybe that day you were presenting in front of us, that may not be the way you are talking to students. It may be entirely different, right? Because everybody has got, when I talk to young children, I will be in a different mood. When I talk to senior people or serious people, I will be different. So definitely all these will be there. But generally, you need not, I think nobody need to be very serious about life, right? Ultimately, if you look ourselves back after few years, we will think why we did this so seriously. We would have done it so a little more cool, right?
100%, absolutely.
Yeah, and generally when I speak to students, I consider that this is not end of life, this is only starting of life, right? So any student who is in front of me may become a great gentleman, may become a grandmother, they may have their children. I will still have to talk to them like friends, not as correct. So it should be like a conversational activity. More informal than very, very formal classes. Understood. See, for example, if I have to tell 12 tenses, I will not even use a slide, I will not even use write-ups. It's essential for children. But what do I generally prefer is, when I speak to you, probably if you can write it, it will become much more better, and you show me that what you have written, then I will know. See, for example, there are 3 tenses, right? Present, past, future. So I want that in column. So 3 columns. And I want a heading. So you must write a matrix which is of 4, maybe 4 rows, and the columns can be simple, continuous, perfect, continuous. So I want a 4 by 4 matrix to be drawn. When I say this, I expect to draw this now. Did you draw?
Sorry, actually, okay, sorry.
Understood.
Yeah.
When you draw this, I know, I have communicated to you perfectly, right?
Yes.
This doesn't look like a class. Does it look like an English class? It looks like a conversation I am talking to my friend,
Yeah.
Understood. Now show me what is that you have drawn?
Just a moment, I haven't finished it.
So you are giving time for them to think, there are, see, I am parallelly making you to remember there is present, past, future. That should be written under the first column in 3 rows, and the top can be different stages, different timeline. Present, so past, future is a timeline, right? So I am writing on the left top corner, I am writing timeline. Bottom I am writing present, past, future. So first column is filled.
Right.
And second column on the top I am writing simple. So that it becomes simple present, simple past, simple future.
Right.
Anything which I write in the column, right?
Yeah.
The next one I don't have to write anything else. I can write continuous. CONT, if I write dot, that's good enough.
Yeah.
And in bracket I can put ing. So it will have ing form.
Yeah.
And simple I can put, in case if a small bracket I can put yes. Because simple present I will add yes. He, she, it, when it comes I will add yes, right?
Yeah.
Then the next column, perfect. So when I say perfect, I will have to say had, have, has. I will put them in bracket. And then perfect continuous, I will put ing, because perfect already is there, right?
Yeah.
Understood. So you got an idea about what I am going to talk to you.
Yeah.
Then I will take a verb. I take is the verb which I am taking. I is the subject. So I become I take. In the first column, simple present, I take.
Yes.
Next, I am taking.
Yeah.
Then, I have taken. I have been taking. Did you write it?
Yes.
I take. I am taking. I have taken.
Yeah.
In that row, the simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. So I wrote all the four. I
Yeah.
take, I am taking, I have taken, I have been taking.
Yeah.
Next, past. I took. Simple past is I took. So write there, I took.
Yeah.
I was taking.
Yes.
I had taken.
Yes.
I had been taking. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
And then
My
the future,
now.
simple future will become I shall take.
Yeah.
I shall be taking. I shall have taken. I shall have been taking. So all the 12 tenses I taught. Did I write? If I write this and then show, people will look at it but they will not grasp it.
Yeah.
When you do the work,
Yeah.
you may do mistake.
Yeah.
It may not be the way I want it. But then I will ask you, show me that or send me that. Or when I am doing an interactive one, I can see your board. Or maybe I can see your paper. I will ask you to send it to WhatsApp. Take a picture and send it to me on WhatsApp. I can correct it. So if I do this, it is not class like a teacher in Indian situation where I finished my class, I finished my syllabus, right?
Yeah.
I am making sure that whoever is in front of me, though I am taking a small portion, I finish that, make you to learn, understand everything. I know that you understood is more important.
Yeah.
So that is like a feedback. How do that feedback comes? Now when I speak, if you can write it, you are thinking it, then I will show. What is that? I take. Simple present. I am taking.
Yeah.
Then if it is past, I took.
Yeah.
Already the activity is over. When you were coming, we were looking at it. When somebody was coming, I was taking it. So past tense continuous. Yeah. Let us begin the discussion. I shall take it later. That means in the future, right? So if I tell like this, probably in the book it will not be there.
Yeah.
I am showing it with my body language. I am making that. I am seeing you are nodding every time. I am looking at you, not even to what I am writing. All that is not there with me. Then I know, oh, you understood or did not understand. Understood. So this makes quite interactive. Now, you may not feel that I am teaching you English grammar, a great subject and all that. No, I am talking about a simple thing. I take, I am taking, I have taken, I have been taking, I took, I was taking, I had taken, I had been taking, I shall take, I shall be taking, I shall have taken. This is how I taught maybe 30-40 years back.
Yeah.
Got it? So I felt most of the classes probably that is how the class lecture would have been. Even if you have gone for a tuition, it would have been for a large number of students.
Yeah.
It is not one-to-one.
Yeah. True.
So I have seen when I take class, if I have to look at everyone and then see, oh, I am talking to each one of them, that sort of a thing. There are 5 people, all 5 of them I will see that. When I teach mathematics also, I don't use PowerPoint, I don't use writing, I don't use board, I don't use anything. I will only speak and ask my students to write it and show me. Or if something is not written, if everybody is not able to write, I am a failure. That means my communication is not good, right?
Yeah, true.
How much I transferred is what I want. It is not how much I taught. How much you received is more important. Now you show me, Sheikha, whether you have written it correct or not.
So I've written it, but I didn't have the other columns.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's good. It's good. See, you have written that, no, simple that at least that you made a little bit right, no effort.
Yeah.
Understood? It shows you, I could transfer to you and you could grab it.
Yeah.
Or you should think, okay, when now you compare what you have done and what is that I have done, in which style probably you can improve it. I am not doing it for Sheikha alone. I do it for many people like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So how much you can be, probably whatever you are talking, I am able to understand.
Yeah.
But I was looking at, that's why I asked which grade, which student. At that level, will I be able to, or will that student be able to understand, is what generally I ask.
Yeah.
It's very, very essential to reach to the level of the student. And I'm sure otherwise, if I am not making a print of Dr. TPS, now I'm sure Sheikha will never forget Dr. TPS teaching simple present, simple past, continuous tense to you. In your life, you cannot forget me.
Sure, yes.
Because nobody would have taught you like this, right?
Yeah.
So I want every teacher to make a print in the student's heart.
Yeah.
Maybe I speak to somebody for half an hour. After 8 years when they meet also, they you taught me this, I still remember like this.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's the effort which we have to do?
Yeah, 100%. It's leaving that imprint with them.
See, when I met you, really I don't even remember what you taught.
Sure.
Which subject was that? Whether you taught maths or English or class. Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I may not even remember your slides. If you show me again, I will not even remember that.
Yeah.
Because that is how I see many PowerPoints in the world. Anybody can see in this digital world, ChatGPT is there, PPTs are there, any class, YouTube. But I will tell you, you see thousands of classes, you cannot see a class like what Dr. TPS have done to you just now. Will it be possible?
Yeah, no, it's a very hands-on approach.
This micro teaching itself was my idea.
Yeah.
I was director for academic staff college.
Right.
The teaching the highest university teachers how to teach was my job.
Okay.
In Calicut University, I was the director there.
All
So
right.
lot of teachers. My own professor who taught me chemistry was my student later. So I was telling him, this is not the way to teach. You have to improve. Imagine your own teacher who taught you in the college sitting in front of you and learning how to teach again.
Yeah.
Understood? So my expectation may be too high. But I believe if you don't do this in the beginning, if you don't improve your handwriting in the beginning, later you cannot do it.
Yeah, it becomes your click style.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So this is the right time.
Yeah.
My job is to improve whoever comes to me so that you will remember, there was one Dr. TPS who taught me this is how it is to be done, right? Got it?
Yeah.
Similarly, when I teach English poetry, I act in the classroom.
Oh, right. Okay.
I taught many teachers like that. Okay. What do I do when I have to teach one drama class? I will say, the dialogue is yours now. I finish one reading, one dialogue, another dialogue, 3 dialogues. I will tell you are now acting as this person. You are acting as Macbeth. I am acting as the Lady Macbeth. Now let us have the dialogue.
Right. So they assume the role of the character.
Yeah. See, what I used to do is I used to play English movies to make my students to learn English. Immediately I will ask them, I will disconnect the projector and everything, and I will say the last scene, you come 3-4 people, I will call and then say you are this role, you are this role, you are this role. Now act.
Right.
Got it? If they can enact that, that means they understood, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Checking comprehension.
this is what is to be done. This is what is to be done. Everything, even English, maths, chemistry, everything has to be visualized. And English, you can make it so beautiful because it's not like maths or physics, right? You can create your own world.
That's true.
Otherwise, it becomes, if I don't ask, conjunction, interjunction, all that is fine, but it will just be heard for exam purpose.
Yeah.
Once they write exam, they do this exercise, finished, they will forget about it. The other day, similar thing, I think we had a clause, I think cause and effect. The English, there is a cause, right? So in physics, I am a physics man, I am a mathematics man.
Okay.
My subject is mathematics and physics.
Right.
But I relate with all the subjects. So I was telling that time, cause and effect is there in physics. So I make my own interpretations. When I interpret, what happens? The interpretations are in my brain.
Yeah.
My understanding is there.
Yeah.
I may not see your slide, understand that, but the interpretations of the slide is remaining in my head. Got it?
Yeah.
So I was giving a different version of the cause and effect there.
Yeah. Yeah. I've watched that video. I think you had a session.
You were communicating. Communication is different from conversation. Now we are in conversation.
Yeah.
Conversation is more informal. So you have to do an informal discussion with your student. Informal is always heart touching.
True.
Communication will be head. You are putting a lot of things on the head.
Yeah.
The inside the head, when you try to put, the heart doesn't accept it.
Yeah.
It will not remain there.
True.
You must love it. You must like it. Yeah. And you can always come back. Now you take one example. You want to redo the whole thing and then see how should I present this. You come to me. Not necessarily that micro teaching. If you want to improve, say whether it is good or not, how can I present it better? If you think that will work better for you, you can always come back to me. That's what I told that time also.
Also because you're such a busy person, so.
No, see,
yeah,
I am busy.
that.
I am busy because or some XYZ is there, right? It is either you or somebody else. So you should decide whether you want me or somebody. You should spare me for somebody else. You don't have to be so kind to somebody else. No, you can be kind to me. But I love to do that. See, so that I will also reflect on what somebody is doing, right? I love to do that. That's why I'm doing. It's not for anything else.
Sure. So yeah, but I'll make a note of that for sure.
So you understand what is that I wanted to communicate, right? That's what. So if you want, you could take some example, come back to me, look at it, look at your own presentation by yourself, record once. See, I always record. That's how I started, not for YouTube. Earlier, I used to record my own talk.
Right.
And listen to my own class as if I am listening as a student.
Right.
This is what I used to do earlier.
How long did you do that, sir?
See,
how many years did you maybe invest in, or time period
see,
that you
it is not that I did not make PowerPoint, I did not make notes, I didn't had see, I always have slips like this. All these are my class notes.
Right.
I may not present sometime, I used to write it here and then look at it.
Okay.
When I go for public talks, probably I may not get all the ideas in the sequence and line, right? So I used to write down like this and put in my pocket. I can pick it up and then speak. Earlier it was PowerPoint. So all that, now whatever tense I taught, I may have 1 or 2 times I must have made PowerPoint earlier.
Okay.
I have used them. But over a period I found, it's better I make my students to write.
Yeah.
I will show my PowerPoint the way I have asked you to write down. I must have written and kept it. But I will not show at a glance. I will ask them to write, check with what I have done. Whether this is what you are seeing now. If not, correct it. So that I don't have to look at their book,
Yeah.
I will only show them after giving them a chance to write.
Yeah.
Got it? I remember in my childhood when many teachers would have taught me, I never gathered any information. Whatever I am teaching you is what I learned myself. But I don't want my students to go through the same trouble.
Yeah.
So it took long time for me to understand how mathematics have to be taught, how physics have to be taught, how chemistry have to be taught. If you know this trick, whichever subject, whichever chapter, whichever level, you don't have to, it's not, it's like, you are making your own practice many times in different subjects.
Yeah.
So what I have technique which I used in maths, I will use in English also.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly modify, that's it.
Okay.
So it's a philosophy of your way of presenting, which over a period of time I got it. But I am freely sharing it with you so that you can take from a different level. So how much time I have taken, you may not have to take that much time at all, because nobody fed me like this.
Yeah.
I wish somebody was there to tell me this is how you should teach. No, I was never a teacher. I don't have a B.Ed. I don't have an M.Ed.
Okay.
But I wrote books on adaptive learning. My book is there on my website, drtps-shiksha.in. There is an adaptive learning in which the theoretical aspect of how to grab attention, how to make your classes more multimedia oriented, all that is there.
Right.
So you could improve and make it much better.
Yeah.
If you think, yes, because if I can teach anybody else, I can teach my kids, I can teach my teachers, I can teach anybody else in the world, right?
Yeah, true. So sir, just a quick question. You mentioned about like how you used to record your sessions and then listen to them later.
Yeah.
So for how long did you do that?
I do this even now.
Oh, okay.
Even now, what I do is, see, actually today I did not grab the screen. Otherwise, I have a screen grabber, because I am not hosting this, right? So I don't have a license for recording it. I just now on. I ignored. I have a camera there.
Right.
That camera is recording me.
Okay.
In case if that camera fails,
Yeah.
I don't want to miss it, so I have got an audio recorder. Okay, if I am publishing on YouTube only, I record that. No, this I can always plug in and then listen again once back.
Yeah.
Correct. And similarly, the screen grabber will tell, oh, so mostly when I do these mentoring programs, people will ask me physics, maths, chemistry, biology, so many different topics. I keep teaching them online like this.
Right.
And then when I edit myself, so when I am editing, I am listening to that again.
Yeah.
Oh, that time I think, oh, I should not have told like this. I should have done like this. So I started this almost 20 years back.
Okay, so you still follow that practice.
And even now, every day, average 2 hours, maybe more than that I speak, but average 2 hours video I post on YouTube.
Right.
And sometime 1 hour video, maybe 3 different topics, I will have to cut them and post it in different ways. In between, sometime current will. Now, I did not record the beginning, right? Now assume I wanted you to be in the first itself.
Yeah.
I am not going to put you there, because it's a micro teaching for Jyotis, no? So if some students sessions, if I have to be like that, I have to duplicate it in such a fashion. You are opening the mouth, that will mix with the sound. I do all that magic. I do a multimedia editing is my another passion.
Alright, okay.
And all this I do without any licensed software. I do it with the pirated or maybe copied softwares. So when I work for 2 hours, it will fail. Again, I will have to redo the whole thing. All this happens. But that is what I do in my life, nothing else. Because I love teaching, I love learning. And I've got lot of students who learned teaching methodologies, so many of them.
So sir, if we have the time that we allocate for learning our topics and thinking about how we can teach them in
See, the first thing, you look at every technical term, write it down. This is what I have done.
Okay.
I may think that, oh, I know this. I know what is future, I know what is present, I know what is past.
Yeah.
Still, I will, if I have not looked at dictionary, I use wordhippo.com. That's an online dictionary.
Yeah.
I will look at it and then see all the meaning, antonym, synonym, usage, all that I will learn. It's not looking for the meaning, learning the whole. So my vocabulary becomes so good, Understood? So I can use it wherever I want, whenever I want. I keep always a pen and paper with me and then start writing. Even if I attend somebody's class, I will have a pad and a pen. I keep writing. So when I write this, recording is there, but still I will write.
Yeah.
Because I can only look at my reflections on the paper and give a comment, right? So if I am attending somebody's lecture, maybe at the end they will ask a question. So I may not even remember what unless I write.
Yeah.
So I have this habit of writing, re-looking at it, preserving them, recalling them. So understand the meaning is more important. I think the next candidate is in.
All right. Okay. Yeah. That's it. So thank you.
So keep looking at it and send me a WhatsApp message. All my YouTube has got my number. 95020388875.
All right. So yeah, I'll look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.